If you clicked on this video, that means you are looking to take your life to a whole new level. You're looking to rebrand your life and become this completely new person so you can achieve your goals. Now listen up. I'm about to share with you 5 main tips that I follow every single time I want to rebrand my life that will help you become a completely different person by the end of this year. So buckle up, get your notes, take some notes. Trust me on this. If you take some notes, it will be more in your head and you will actually take action on it. Don't just listen passively. And that's how you will actually take that step number 1. All right. Tip number 1, do not wait for January. Listen, don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for tomorrow. You want to rebrand your life. You got to start today. You got to take that decision. The whole shift happens when you take that decision and that commitment to actually become a different person. We all know January, the time of the year where everyone wants to change, and then after a month or even few weeks, everyone gives up and it's like, okay, nothing even happened. Now we're in May, right? We're 6 months through the year, and now is the perfect time to actually make that decision. They say the best time to start is, years ago. But the second best time is now. So you got to take that action now. You got to take that decision right now to actually progress into your life. So step number 1, make that decision. Make it a full-time commitment where you really are fed up with whatever situation you're in and you really want to take that life to the next level and you really want to become a completely different person. Step number 2, you took that decision, you're committed to it. Have a clear vision of what you want. Listen, I know some people, they're like, yeah, I have it more or less clear. And it's like, yeah, what does your life look like in a year from now? And then they just start thinking about it because they don't have it clear. So if I'm asking you right now, what does your life look like at the end of the year and you don't have a clear vision of how you want it to look like, trust me on this, it's not going to work out. You have to have a very clear vision, very clear path of the person you're looking to embody or the kind of life you want to have, right? Who is surrounding you? What are you doing on your day-to-day activities? Listen, when I started last year, I was having my e-com, but I was also in a 9-to-5, and my vision, I really loved traveling. I really loved going to conferences and expand my knowledge. And my vision by the end of the year is to be able to do more of that. And since I was in the 9-to-5, I couldn't really take too many days off, right? So it was a bit of a struggle. And it was like, okay, the only thing I want to focus on is to be able to get that lifestyle. And then I reverse engineer it. Okay, this is what I want. I have it very clear in my head. I want to travel. I want to have the freedom to be able to do what I want when I want. Of course, I work very hard nonetheless, but I still have that freedom to decide, right? But before reaching that reality, I had it clear in my mind and then it started coming to me. So step number 1, be committed. Step number 2, as I said, take out your notepads and really ask yourself, what am I looking to become in 30 days, 6 months from now? Who am I? Who am I surrounded with? What kind of lifestyle am I leading? Do I have a business? Am I still working at my job? Have all of these ideas cleared out, and trust me, that will really pull you towards that vision and give you more clarity on how to achieve that vision and rebrand your life completely to become that. Step number 3, and a lot of you might not like this, it's change your surroundings. Now listen, every single time I rebranded my life and I became a completely different person, somehow all my environment completely changed. I lost a lot of friends. I decided to stay away from some friends and decided to get new ones. And this is a very, very hard shift because, of course, you start internally to want to become that different person, but to be able to be that different person, also your surrounding has to completely shift. Listen, if you are trying to stop, let's say, drinking, drugs, alcohol, even cigarettes, and all your surrounding, all your friends, they smoke, they drink, they party, then it's going to be extremely hard for you to actually commit to that lifestyle, right? So once you have it clear of what you want to do and what you don't want to do, make sure you look at your surroundings, make sure you see who are you surrounding yourself with, what kind of activities do these friends take you on. Personally speaking, I used to take drugs when I was young, right? I was in Lebanon, I was taking a bunch of drugs and I was partying and like really, complete in the completely gone, right? Like it wasn't going in the right path at all, or it was at that moment for the experience, but it was just like not the right path, right? And once I decided, okay, I want to rebrand my life. I want to stop cigarettes. I want to stop drugs. I want to stop partying. I want to stop wasting my life away and become the person I really want to become. I moved countries. I literally moved from Lebanon to Barcelona, and I'm like, I'm done. I stopped talking to every single one of these friends because obviously that dynamic was always surrounded around that activity, which was drugs, partying, and that's it. There was nothing actually deeper than that. And I realized quickly when I changed, it even caused, like even the friends that I had something, let's say a bit deeper, we just naturally drifted apart because we valued different things. Suddenly I want to wake up early, go for a run, eat healthy. And my friends are talking about partying, staying up till 6 a.m. And it just like naturally drove us apart. So don't be scared of that. You might go through a small period where you feel a bit alone, but that's okay. Just know that you are going through that change, and suddenly you are going to attract those people that really resonate with your life. In fact, when I came here, I did feel a bit more on that lonely side because I was like, okay, how do I find myself in that, health kind of environment? And somehow I got that into my life. Now I'm surrounded by entrepreneurs that are making a bunch of money here in Barcelona, which is not very common. And I got myself to that place because I decided to be alone for a period of time, let my surroundings go, and go into something that calls me more, right? And that's how you will actually make it easier for yourself. If you're trying to, go for more, let's say more sports, and all your friends, all they talk about is sports, then guess what? It's going to be so much easier for you to actually embody that and really want to take action into it. It becomes funner. The whole thing becomes way, way easier. Now, step number 4, design your system. Listen, if you want to set yourself up to success, number 1, read Atomic Habits. It's one of my favorite books, really, really good book that talks about habit change, right? How the scientific way of how to make a habit happen, right? Because the truth is, if you're trying to rebrand your life, it's not about, changing your clothes or like changing your closet. Like, sure, that's great. But it's probably about changing who you are. Correct? And who you are comes from the habits that you do on a daily basis. And so if you're able to change your habits, then you suddenly change how your day looks like, and suddenly you change who you are. And bit by bit, as I would always say, and that really stays in my head, if you aim to change and become a better version of yourself every single day, even if it's 0.1% or 1%, then the compound interest of that is huge. So by the end of month 1 or by the end of the year, you're going to become a completely different person. And that's how I see my life. As I said, I started from drugs, partying, like going wild. And now my life is completely different. I have a team, I have a business. I really try to help people, and it's such a different life. But that happened from that compound interest of, okay, let's change habits 0.1% at a time, right? Don't be too hard on yourself, but make sure you understand the science behind habit stacking and the science behind how to actually, stick to a habit so you can set yourself up for success. I can do another video about that. I think I love habits and discipline, and I can do a whole video. If you guys want to watch a video like that, just comment below and we'll go way deeper into how to be more disciplined in your day-to-day life. But basically design your system. I'll give you guys one example. For example, me, when I started working a lot, I was working 12 hours, 16 hours. And when I put myself in front of a computer, I kind of forget everything else, which is good on one side, but it's also very unhealthy on the other side because I forget to eat. And then at the end of the day, I start eating junk food because I am hungry, right? I stopped the laptop. I'm super hungry. And I didn't eat all day because I forgot to cook. I didn't have time to cook. I didn't have time to get food, whatever. And I was not being healthy, and that was not even productive for my work. And so I decided, okay, let's design a system where I set myself up for success. There's no friction, and it still makes sense with my day-to-day life, right? So number 1, I started ordering my food on a weekly basis. They come to my house with all the grocery. It's done automatically, so I don't have to worry about it. Remove the friction, right? Number 2, I committed to myself that I'm gonna cook at the end of the night for the next day and have some sort of meal prep for a few days, right? As soon as I committed to that and I built a system, I thought about it like, okay, when is my free time? Usually at night. Okay, I can cook there. And now all it takes is just pulling out the food, eating for 10 minutes, and then I can go back to work. Perfect. I designed a system to be able to get that habit going while still, maintaining whatever I wanted to do, which is not really waste a lot of time and actually get to work. So being able to design your system around your habits will set you up for success and will allow you to become that completely new person that you're looking to become. Now, tip number 5, and that is one of my favorites. Listen, massive, massive action. These are the few words I'm going to say and make it stick in your head. Massive action. If you want to build a business, if you want to become, you want to become free from your 9 to 5, you want to travel the world, you want to, be like a super fit person, become ripped, you need to take massive action. Okay. It's not just a decision, commitment, and habit, and that's it. No, you have to become obsessive. Okay. You have to really, really become obsessive to become that version of yourself. And it takes a lot of, humans don't like change. Okay. Humans don't like change. It's scary. It's outside your comfort. So it takes a lot of energy to actually become that other version of yourself. And you got to remember that if you want to become, let's say, have a successful business, then trust me on this. There's so much work behind the scenes that people don't see, right? A lot of people see me traveling. They think I got it easy. I do not have it easy. I've worked my off, okay? I've worked so hard. I still work extremely hard. Sometimes there's a lot of pressure, but nobody sees that. And so you got to remember that even though you see success from the outside, you see someone ripped, you see someone super muscly, or you see someone having a very good, social life, whatever it is that you're looking for, they probably worked very hard to attract that lifestyle. They probably were very disciplined. They probably took massive action in that direction. And even though there were challenges as they go, that didn't make them stop, right? They never gave up. So even, for example, let's say you want to get ripped, you tried a gym for 1 month and it didn't work out and you're not seeing results, you get discouraged and give up. No, that's not it. It's okay, you take massive action. Even if it doesn't work out, you iterate, you change something about it, and then you go full in. And then again and again and again. And that's how you will actually get to the results you're looking for. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please comment your biggest takeaway and make sure to subscribe for more content like this. As always, I'll catch you all next week.